I am going to show you the assembly of the Fiesta girl and boy. I have done the majority of the paper piecing already because I am still working with a broken arm. So, and it's just easier for me to craft like right up close in my lap because it's a little bit hard to stretch my arm out. So to go over the pieces, I do have one hat here to assemble with you. And both the boy and girl are very similar. They both have two hats, one for the front, one for the back. And the hats are these 4 pieces. So this is a very simple assembly. And since this is a sombrero, some of them are colorful, some of them are plain. You can go all out with this file or just keep it simple. So you just put these 2 pieces together. It gives you a little bit of design on your hat if you don't want to add any yourself. And then you glue the brim of the sombrero on. I have used my Jumbo Java ink, and I've inked around the edges here of the top piece of the hat. Since it's the same color, I wanted it to stand out a little bit. Give it a little bit more depth. So the most confusing part about the hats is getting the right hat top, because one slants to the left and one slants to the right for the mirror image on the back. And I probably should have found all my pieces before I started. Here is the band for the hat. And you can see here I have the wrong side, I have it upside down, so it's not slanting with the hat. So you just turn it over to find the direction it goes in. Okay, so that's the hat. That's pretty straightforward. The poncho you can do in a solid color, or I've used a stripe, and then you have the tassel pieces to glue on to the ends. Okay, and I have put my 2 pieces together. These come separate so that you can enlarge the file if you'd like. And then the back side is very colorful. Then when you apply this to the box, I'm going to do this while it's flat. There is just a very slight border, but you're going to take it to the top of your box. And then there's a slight border to the left and the right. You're just going to glue that down like that, okay? And now with the face, the girl's face is a little bit bigger than the boy's. His is very thin, and hers is round. If you cut these together, that's how you'll know the difference. And I'm just going to center it, and I'm going to make it flush with the top, okay? Then her hair is the width of the box, and it just goes right on over it. So line it up to the top and then to the side, okay? It's the exact width of the box. Now for the sombrero, you just need to decide which way you want it to tip. And I would suggest doing what I've done here if you're working with your box flat, so that you don't And you're just going to center that, tilt it the way you like, whatever you'd like there. And I'm just going to put my glue here on the top of her hair. And then the nose, wow, that was loud. Sorry about that. Then the nose is just going to go right there in the peak of the hair. I think before this dries, I'm going to pop this off because I think that would be better with some foam tape. I'm just going to cut a small piece. There we go. Okay, so there's her front. Now for her back, you're just going to flip it over. Make sure you're working on the panel that really is her back. And again, the poncho lines up to the top and has just a slight border on each side. Her hair in the back, her braids are forward, so it's just the back of her head, basically. And so you're just going to line this up to the top of the box and to the two sides. And then you want to make sure that you tilt the hat the same way you have it on the front. You just want to kind of eyeball that, make sure it's doing the same. Again, I'm just going to put glue there across. That's the wrong one. I want this one. And then you're just going to fold the bottoms up on this, and that's your Fiesta girl. For the boy, he's very similar, as I said. Again, you're going to take his poncho and put it down. Just a slight border on either side. Now obviously he doesn't have a braid, so first thing you're going to do for him is take his beard and put in it. Also goes side to side, fits the box side to side, and you're going to make it flush to the top. Okay, so let's put his beard on. And as I said earlier, his face is smaller. He doesn't have as much that shows through. So it goes flush side to side and with the top. And just put that right on. A very small amount of his face shows. If you didn't want to do this piece, it would be it would be okay. So then for him, the next thing you have to do is his hat. And his mustache is going to come up over the brim and be a little bit slanted. So you just need to kind of decide how you want his hat to go. Up there. His sombrero. And I'm definitely going to use foam tape on his beard, his mustache. This is too wide. Let's take a peek. Nope, that one will work okay. I just don't want the foam tape showing out beyond his mustache. And I'm going to curve his mustache to kind of go with his hat. And then his nose goes right on the front. Okay, do that. So there he is. You see just a very small amount of his face shows. For his backside, you will do the sombrero, and he gets hair that goes down his back, and then his hat. Okay. And so then again, when you close up the box, there is your Fiesta gnome and your Fiesta gnome girl. Thank you for joining me.